coaches working with their clients this year, we're looking at coaching questions and structures and names and associations. What are some other good tools that you would suggest that coaches can use with clients this month?
I would ride the January wave. I feel like January is life coaching month, where everyone wants a new version of themselves. They want to become a better person. And I would ride that. I think that there's so much that you can do as a coach with clients in January. I don't have anything specifically other than choosing intentionality, words, goals. One thing I've been playing with a lot is, instead of looking at the year as like, okay, new year type of thing, that big thing, looking at quarters and really just looking at, okay, so where do you want to be the next 3 months? And how can I create the next, so like almost create a quarterly goal and then have, okay, second quarter, and celebrate it almost as, not as intensely as a new year, but from a strategic planning, from a, what tactics am I going to use, from how do I want to show up, these 3 months, where do I want to be 3 months from now? I have been heavily into accreditation applications to get Coach Training EDU, both through the state level and through the national level in these accreditations. So I spent the last 2 weeks looking at business plans and marketing and products, our timelines for what we want to roll out. So I'm very much in a 3-month planning stage, if you can't tell. I think it's really helpful. A year is too long. I think anything beyond 3 months is a guessing game, too much of a guessing game. 3 months really does add a element of what's real, and because I think what happens when people plan too far out in the future, it's more about what's ideal. When the timeline gets closer, it becomes more about what's feasible. And there is a balance point between ideal and feasibility, and I think 3 months is about the perfect space for that. So that would be my only suggestion, is if you have clients who are planning goals that are really far out, let's say 1 year from now, that's great. Keep that as a vision, and then move the timeline, the planning timeline, 3 months, and see what you can do in 3 months.
So a bit like a 3-month future pacing. Is that what you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my next, where did it go? I've been looking at a couple different things with, underneath my notebook, trying to get different timelines and structures. And I've been just mapping out different, I don't know if it's actually going to focus on it or not. There we go. Different little charts of, this is the prototype for what, for a planner, but it's not meant to be like something that would a scheduler as much as a dashboard, like almost like a daily or weekly dashboard. So I've been playing with them myself, and then I'm going to include it, start seeing if we can print them in mass and send them out to people. But that's what I've been playing with. And so this is a weekly dashboard that aligns with my 3-month strategic plan.
Wow, I love it. I can't wait for a dashboard.
It's fun. I like it. I like I like those little needles, those needle graphs. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is out of 14 pieces of content I want to create this week. So far, I've done 2. So I'm 2 of 14. But the week is young, and I did exercise today. So
it's only Tuesday.
What's up?
It's only Tuesday.
And it was good. Woke up at 4 a.m. What are you going to do?
So it's only Tuesday, but we've got some ideas for a dashboard. I like what you said earlier on different tools as well. One of the things I remember from the 2.0 and I loved was a habits tracker.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about that. I mean,
bring it back. We're bringing it back. Yep. Habits
tracker. I also revisit my wheel of life in January. I love to revisit that and kind of just see where I'm at from. I attempt to do that every 6 months actually, and see what progress I'm making.
That's cool. I love the wheel. I've been leading some of the sample training classes, and in some of them we do the wheel of life. So I've been making wheels of life at least once a month.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing. I feel like it's an interesting activity to make so many assessment wheels. and chart them out. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I don't recommend it.
Not once a month.
Dashboards are bad. I mean, because I feel like it's just a lot of like, okay, where am I at? And it feels like repetitive in some ways. But I feel like what's interesting is if it's tracked, like if you track something, then it's easier for you to, it just becomes easier for you to look at it. For instance, just a real tangible example with, let's say, doing dishes, right? It's something that needs to happen. And we have, as a family, we have a couple different systems that we use. And one of them was we would have a structure where someone would be responsible for making the kitchen like amazing, and then another person would assess it, and then you would pass down the stone of wash from one person to the next person, and then the assessor became the new person who would do the stone of wash, right? And then we have 2 adults and 2 teenagers, and we'd have the adult teen, and then it was lovely, right, to have your daughter assess your cleaning. My cleaning of the kitchen being assessed by my daughter was amazing. And so part of it is the assessment is work. You have to look and see, and it's great. But eventually that breaks down too. So then we went to a different structure where, okay, so one we're currently trying out is, okay, so what if because schedules get busy, they have activities, it's not really fair, that kind of stuff. So one of the things was, what if we as a family just, when and it has to be measurable. So it can't be just just out in, did you do a good job? That doesn't fly. It's what can you make, like what's the measurability of this? The measurability of this is pressing the go button on the dishwasher, right? So load the dishwasher, gets a tally mark. Unloading the dishwasher gets another tally mark in the load and unload. So we're just trying to assess. And then that idea is, if you just do that, you just have a chart of who did what, people, if it's assessed, will rise to the occasion. And if you can see it like that, and if there's no like, oh, it's your turn, you have to do it, you just look at the chart. Look at the chart. Okay. And this plays out. Like there are studies that are done where, let's say that you go to, you want to conserve water, or people want to conserve water, and they go to all the households in the neighborhood, and they send out a little leaflet that says, hey, your water consumption is in the top 5% of, you consume like a lot more water than your neighbors. Let's, just for FYI, everyone's water consumption, when they get that note, immediately drops, right? But if they say, oh, your water consumption is actually like in the middle or low versus your neighbors, everyone's water consumption goes up. Like they start going more water consumption. So we are very social. Like there is built into human beings a very social kind of interconnected, let me where am I? Am I good? Kind of thing going on. Anytime you can track or share, or any of these New Year's goals, any of these resolutions, things like that. We are very much social creatures. This helps, and this is, I think, one of the reasons why working with a coach is so powerful, is because you share your goals, you share your dreams, you share your ideas out loud with another human being. That has its own form of accountability with it as well. So yeah, we very much try these ideas out as a unit, as an organization, and then we share.